What's up, guys? It's Mike.
It's Dan.
All right, let's talk about something that's kind of dark, but we feel like it needs to be addressed.
Yeah, this is like I didn't even want to see like any photos or anything after I read the headline, but there was definitely, it was in the papers. In I think it was in Kenya.
Yeah, it was in Kenya. This couple, they've been trying to have kids for 7 years.
Yeah.
And they weren't able to.
Right.
So instead of doing anything logical,
right,
the husband decided to attack the wife
in like the most like awful way. Like
yeah.
Basically he chopped off her arms.
Yes.
Like when I read that, I'm like, is this a sensational title that they came out with? Maybe he slashed her arms. That would have been really bad, but no, like he cut them off.
Yeah.
Like in what world do we live in?
Apparently in Kenya, in some places, and check this out. And then afterwards, they found out it's not even her fault. It's his problem that they couldn't have a kid.
Said by doctors. Doctors confirmed that she could, and it was something with him. But of course, he couldn't accept that.
Right. And
just went crazy.
So this is something we wanted to address because, like, I mean, this happens a lot. We've been doing a lot of stories where, like, women, we talk about equal pay in this country.
Yeah.
We talk about, like, I mean, stuff here. I mean, we make a big deal out of it. It is a big deal, obviously, to a lot of people.
Gender equality, yeah.
But this is not even like borderline. Where equality should be in other places around the world, other places around the world.
I would say a lot of places around the world.
Yeah, we talked about a woman. Like we did a story last month about a woman who was raped in the UAE,
and then she got
deported and she got fined.
Yeah,
and then I mean, there's stories like this. A woman who looked down her husband's cell phone because he cheated, got deported. Like, stories like this happen all the time. This is just horrible.
Right. And those stories you mentioned, like the woman, nothing like physically, okay, like rape obviously is really bad. But there are other countries, including here, where violence, like extreme violence toward women happen. And it just happens. Like,
and it's not even like, and this is just what frustrates me. It's not anything she did.
Right.
She didn't do anything. It's not her. Even if like she couldn't have kids, it's not like she did anything.
Right.
That's just what happens, right?
Yeah.
But here, it's just like the husband, like how, there must be a way that you see women in such a low state that you can be like, I can do whatever I want to this person.
And that's it. That I have the power to do whatever I want. Like, that's so ridiculous. So ridiculous. Like, and the thing about in this particular where this happened, like, is the guy going to jail?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, okay, look, he was arrested. Okay. So I'm sure he'll get punished, especially now that the story is kind of broken up nationally.
Right.
I mean, internationally.
This made huge, and I'm glad. And you know, countries, governments are all condemning people. Everyone's condemning, of course. And like has to be condemned. But I mean, like, what's gonna happen? Like, is he gonna go to jail?
Well, I hope he goes to jail. I hope he goes to jail. I hope she can like go on with her life. I mean, it's gonna be a lot more difficult because her hands are chopped off. But dude, I mean, this is just.
And her face is battered, like slashed. I mean, it's really awful what happened.
To me, this is a clear case of me wanting to fly somewhere and punch someone in the face. Yeah. Like for someone to treat women like this. I mean, we talk about the sacred bond that is marriage. Right. I want to address that because we talk about this a lot. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, it's just, we talk about it. All right, people get divorced all the time, they separate all the time. The vows are not nearly as sacred as they used to be.
Right.
But to physically hurt your wife, hurt your significant other in a way that distraughts her and like cripples her for the rest of her life. Yeah. To me, it's like unthinkable. And
you're not human.
These people, like, I don't. He was basically trying to kill her. He was basically trying to kill her. He's basically trying to kill her. I mean, these people, like, what do you do with someone like that?
Yeah. What and you know what? This is also, there's something so sick because I feel like people like that when they do stuff like to women, to their wives. Let's say like in other countries, you know, women get acid poured on their face. Yeah. which doesn't kill them, but they have to live the rest of their life with it. Mother and daughter, that happens a lot. The sick part is that person wants to see harm, that type of harm done to that person, and wants them to live with it. Like that to me is beyond, like, you're sick. You are sick.
I feel like this pushed me over the edge because there were so many stories like about abuse on women, like unfair treatment of women lately in the news that it's just this just kind of sent me over. But
crazy.
I wanted to bring this up because it is such a crazy thing that's happening over in a part of the world that a lot of these issues, I'm sure, get swept under the rug. Is not brought to light. And I'm glad this story kind of, it made headway, and a lot of people are talking about it now. So we'll put more information for you guys in the description box, so check it out. And thank you all so much for watching. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. See ya.